the last few days I've been watching a lot of Gary Vaynerchuk, or however you say his name, I don't know. But he's like entertaining, and he's like I don't want to say motivational speaker, but he's a really good business person who happens to be able to talk really well, which is kind of like, it's not like a lot of other people, mainly just because some people are like one or the other, and he happens to be both, so it's really, really effective in his case. But like, so what I want to ask you, basically, when you hear these motivational speakers, not Gary Vaynerchuk, not Eric Thomas, guys like that, but just people who try and sell themselves and whatnot, do you pretty much know that they're speaking a lot of bullshit, or they're just trying to basically be motivational speakers for a career?
No, I can sense the bullshit. Even YouTubers, I know they're successful and they talk about like they try and be motivational. There's some guy like the guy Gary Vaynerchuk. Mm-hmm. That guy's really good.
Yeah.
Because you can tell he's not bullshitting.
Yeah, because you know he's good at what he does.
Yeah.
He just happens to be able to speak well.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that like YouTube is like kind of like hitting the lottery or anything like that, but if you're like, he's like a business dude. Those guys, and he's not like famous. It's
kind of like when someone can put out great content, it doesn't necessarily mean that they have great ideas in other realms, right?
Yeah. So it's like if you get like one of the biggest YouTubers
outside of Casey
Neistat, you get someone like FoodTube, Roman Atwood, they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna be able to really tell you anything that's gonna make you successful, realistically.
They just happen to be good at what they do.
Yeah.
Be like charismatic and.
Yeah, they might be able to pump up all these little 13-year-old kids, junior high, or someone like you, but they ain't doing nothing to me.
So who do you watch on YouTube? Who motivates you?
Myself. Motivate myself.
See, I'm less.
I think of it in my mind like certain goals, and it's motivating.
I'm more of a execution kind of guy, less of a motivation kind of guy for myself. I don't really need the motivation. I already have all of it.
None. You have none. I can tell. I look at you, I just know. I know people who have no motivation in life, a little depressed. I look at you, I see that 100%. I'm just being honest because you're my brother.
At 1 year old, I was 1 year old, I was already potty trained. Wasn't shit in my drawers no more. 1 year old. You were like 8.
That was the last time you brushed your teeth too, huh?
You were 8 and still smearing crap up your back.
Right.
The generation before us is pretty much the last group of kids that might believe a lot of that shit.
Yeah. Casey Neistat, that guy is seriously proud. He's like I don't even know.
He's a beast.
He's the best YouTuber there is.
Just as far as quality goes, and he's real, and he doesn't try to be him like anyone else.
Yeah, it sucks, but the guys who kind of had like a rough upbringing, those guys are the most real guys.
Yeah.
You look at big YouTubers like Roman, I don't know their personal life, but from what they see on their channels, nothing too crazy. I'm saying that bad shit didn't happen.
Well, you know it's weird too, not to get too analytical in it, but it's like, I'm sure those guys are nice guys, but they don't put out like great content. It's weird. It's like they're just people who might be like the dude at the party that everyone might want to talk to because he's a nice guy. He might want to, he might be a cool guy that has a lot of friends outside of the internet. Not Roman, but I'm just saying, like, if he wasn't a YouTuber, he might be the nice guy who has a bunch of friends. He might be the guy at the bar that's really approachable because he's, a funny dude and he's charismatic and whatnot. But they don't necessarily put out good content. They don't necessarily have great ideas. They're just kind of like documenting themselves because they know that they're interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, I think people are getting caught up on that shit too much where...
There's this one guy, he's from All Def Digital.
I liked All Def, shout out to All Def Digital because that's one of my favorite YouTube channels.
Yeah. There's this one guy who, he was so interesting, such a good vlogger. And you know what's weird? Is that the moment that guy kind of, he bought a big ass house and he bought this nice ass car. When he was just normal, that's when more people started to actually like him. He gets a lot more views, which I guess that's, the main goal. But a lot of people trash him on his comments saying that you're uninteresting now. You don't do this. It's the same shit every day. When I think people just like to see the struggle and
it's like the journey.
Yeah,
that's really what it is.
Once you're there, it's not really that interesting anymore because it's like, what is there? I don't want to see your Ferrari. I don't want to see your Lambo every day. I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah,
I see it can go watch Floyd Mayweather.
Exactly.
For like an hour.
Exactly.